right, we should be live. If you are not seeing, I usually type this part in. So I guess I'll start by typing. If you do not see the starting, well, stream refresh, we have begun. All right, everyone. Hello, happy Sunday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, depending on your time zone. I am so glad to be back for another round of live stream and for another chance to tackle this AI scenario. So let's go ahead and pop over to the main screen. Hello, good morning. Well, good morning because it's morning in my time zone, so I'm gonna greet you as such. And I'm really glad that you guys have made it to the stream and you are here to join me today to try and overcome the obstacle we ran into last stream, which was the new DLC play mode, the Robots and Guardians play mode, because the robots that attack you, right, the mercenary robot search parties, do not operate the same way that the animal mobs do that are on planet. And so you have to come up with a completely new strategy on how to deal with that. And we were playing on very hard mode, and we just got wiped twice in the last stream. We played 2 rounds and we had a total party kill both times. And so I'm going in with a brand new strategy, and we're going to try something a little different, which means we're going to have to start a brand new game. And we're of course going to still do the new Guardians play mode, and we are going to I don't know that it matters too much about this, because I don't think it really affects the mobs that come from space. This is more the on-planet stuff. But we will go ahead and select one of those. Now, previously I was working in the Assault 2 region just because it's the newer one, and I don't feel like we've had as much exposure to it, so I'd like to stick with this one again. And then game difficulty, we're toughing it out, my friends. We are still trying very hard mode. We are going to make this work. Seed-wise, why don't you guys give me a seed idea since I don't have one? Somebody let me know in the chat what seed we should use for this scenario. And while I wait for that, let me go ahead and say hello. Hi, 34 Outdoor. I am so glad that you were able to join us early on stream and hang out with me in the chat before the stream began. And I do have my coffee here, but it has no, here, let me get, there's no foam. It's not one of the fancier coffees. This is just a regular decaf straight from the coffee pot. But, you know, it's just as nice to have a nice warm drink to start my day, regardless of whether it's decaf or caffeinated, or if it's a latte or coffee. It's just kind of nice to start off with something good and warm. Hello, We Hire Monkeys. Welcome to the stream. You are not late, but you're very close. We only just begun, and I'm looking for a seed name to type in here. You guys are picking the seed, so I'm trusting you to make this a good run. Let me know in the comments, not comments, but in the chat. All right, so 34 has a couple recommendations. We have Equal Chest, Record Metal, or March Effect. Those are your favorites. Let's go with the last one. I like the third one. 3 is a good number, so we'll do March Tack Effect. And We Hire Monkeys said Pizza Demon Chan. I'm sorry, I already went with the first suggestion from 34 Outdoor. But if we have to restart, we can try yours out. So we're gonna try March Effect. Now here is my new strategy. This is my, sorry, I've got hair on my face. This is my new plan. So we're gonna stick with this. I don't know if it affects us in this kind of gameplay, but we're gonna add it just in case. We're gonna stick with this. We did that last time too. New feet, new fast feet. We did this last time too. This did not save us. This alone was not enough. On very hard mode, you do not get weapons when you land, and they attack almost immediately. So my new strategy is, instead of picking my survivors, I'm going to use random survivors. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if you look right under the random survivors description on the second column, It says, as a bonus, all survivors capable of combat will have a railgun sniper. So unless we end up with a like party of 2 or 3 pacifists, we're going to have weapons and we're going to be able to fight back with ranged weapons when it comes to that first mob, which is so crucial. So crucial. Getting a party wipe on day like 5 or day 6 in this play mode is just brutal. So I'm willing to throw the dice on which like characters we get, as long as they come with weapons. So that is my plan. Is it a very thorough plan? No, it is not. But could it be a game changer? I think so. So let's go ahead and do this. 34 Outdoor says, you recently tried one of my videos. You haven't played it much, so you forgot the name. Was it one of the seed videos that I did, or were you talking about Palia? That's the other game that I've made videos for. Palia is also a really good, very chill game. 34 Outdoor also says, yeah, good call to go with a random team. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is the game changer that we needed last time we streamed, because everything I was trying to do to get us up and running as quick as possible wasn't quick enough on very hard mode. There's the EMP charge. They're all going down. We're all going to crash. Excuse me, my throat's a little scratchy. And we hear monkeys. What could possibly go wrong? Just kind of everything, you know. Typical Sunday stream. It could be anything. Anything and everything could technically go wrong. 34 Outdoor. Yes, a seed. It had something with heavy in the name. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know off the top of my head, because I've done 3 seeds videos so far, and I was actually recommended recently to do a new one because I was told that some of the seeds have changed from previous videos. I haven't tested the theory to see if that was not a misunderstanding, if that was actually true, if the seeds have changed with the update or not. But it's possible. I'm going to go ahead while we're talking and queue up some things that we just know we're going to observe pretty much immediately. So let's go ahead and do that. And I also have been receiving more recommended seeds in the comments of my seed videos. People who have favorite seeds that they've shared that they would like me to include in the next seeds video, and I'm happy to do that. So I think in the future, not the next video I put out, probably in January, I'll put out a new seeds video if I have enough recommendations and enough new information given the new updates and the new play modes and everything. Because your strategy for gameplay can change how you look at seeds as well. I know when they came out with Tame and Train and suddenly we had manure, fuel fermentation, like the fuel fermentation breakthrough, was no longer as critical as it had been before, because we had needed that to change insect meat into fuel. And now with manure and Tame and Train, you don't need that as much. It's not as necessary, you know what I mean? We have alternatives. So sometimes what you look for in a seed changes as the developments continue to roll out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and unpause. Let Hope initiate her cognitive matrices. Let these guys start doing that research that we need them to be doing. And I'm gonna take a look at oh, this is beautiful. Look at my party, I'm not even talking about party, I'm talking about the railgun snipers. All 3 of them are carrying railgun snipers. We did not land on one pacifist. Paulette, I know, is going to be absolutely crucial when it comes to crafting. She's our crafting lady. She's a great cooking lady. She's interested in healing. She's a win. I love her. Paulette is grumpy. She never gets along with anyone, but she is capable. She's a very capable character. Samantha, amazing for combat. She's also strong in healing and intellect. We're obviously going to lean on Hope pretty heavily for intellect, so I'm not really too pressed about that, but having a higher start skill for healing is great. And of course, combat, we know we're going to be fighting some robots, so that's going to come in handy. Same with Sora. She's a high combat and interested, which means she's going to grow that skill faster. She's our construction lady. Yeah, also though, Sam is interested in construction. She starts out lower, but she can develop that skill faster. So that's good to know. What we really need is somebody who's capable of farming. And Sora is farming different, which makes me think maybe we should lean on her for construction and let Samantha get started on this farming initiative while she doesn't have the skill for it. And Paulette does though, but I need her for crafting. Samantha can also craft. I don't know. I'm not sure. We can figure this out though. The important thing is to get a base started because we need to get some defenses up basically immediately. And I'm going to go ahead and mark these for cutting so you can get some, I think, hay out of these. Yeah, hay out of this. And then we need sticks because without sticks, we cannot build a shelter. And then we need something to make, oh man, and these are right here. I love the seed, by the way, 34 outdoor. Look at how close everything is. I don't know if you meant to use the seed in Sal 2 or if you prefer to use it on other regions, but as far as like Sal 2 goes, this is amazing. I mean, I'm just spinning in a circle and everything we need to research is right here. That's incredible. That's so convenient. If I just find a sausage palm, we are set. We are like set for life over here. But before we do that, let me go ahead and look at our research queue. Our breakthroughs are going to be hay sausages, field fermentation. Again, I don't know that this is going to be super necessary. Hay sausages are great in like the desert region or in winter of the original Sobrius region, because if you run out of food and you have a stockpile of hay sausage in your construction materials, you could still keep your people fed with this, which is nice. That's great to have in the winter for sure. But I don't think we're going to have that problem here. So that's not going to really benefit us here. But again, in Sobrius, this is really nice, especially for getting through winter. Fuel fermentation, we have alternatives. We could do this, but I think we might be better set using tame and train and manure to fuel ferment. Improve solar cells. I'll always take this all the time. Always, always, always want to improve the quality of my electric grid because this is going to power everything in the long run. We need that. And improve laser pistols. I'm not going to sneer at that either. We know we're going to have to fight a much tougher battle here than usual. So I'm going to queue up lightning rods first, of course, animal taming, because we're going to want, not right away, wood fortifications first. Construction bases, and then animal taming, I'm thinking. Metal refinement might be a nice one to follow that up with. So that's my queue for now. But first we need a research desk, of course, to get started. But none of that's going to matter if we don't defend ourselves against the first wave of baddies. So what we really need is to set up our perimeter, our defense, and our like starter base, you know? To do that, we need people to stop researching and start doing some Samantha, physical 1, Sora, physical 4. I'm going to start with Sora. I'm going to interrupt her from doing this. And I'm going to have her, where was it? I had planned to chop some things. I thought it was right here. Did somebody already do it? Oh, somebody already did it. Okay, so we have hay. What else did we need? We needed sticks. Did I find sticks or did I just talk in a big circle? I don't know. We Heard Monkey says, I still don't know that much about the mechanics of this game. Instead, I waste my time building car interiors on automation. 8, play what you like to play and spend your time how you enjoy spending it. Absolutely not going to pressure you to play this. If you just prefer to watch it, that's cool too. 34 outdoors, Sora and Samantha are vegans, you think? Okay, that's good to know. We're going to need to keep them fed, but that's also the beautiful thing about being in Sal 2 is there seems to be so many opportunities to harvest wild and not have to be so pressed to start farming right away. So I'm hoping that that works out in our favor so that we can just focus on surviving the threats from coming down from outer space. Goodness. Vegan Club 2 says we hire monkeys. High five for that. I'm not a vegan, but you're in good company. And then 34 outdoor, the fuel you will need in combination with silica to feed hope. Exactly. yeah, we're gonna need that stuff to keep hope alive. So we gotta keep an eye on that as well. You don't mind a bit of backseat gaming though, right? No, absolutely not. If you guys have like suggestions, drop them in the comments. Once I read them, I will do my best to get to them and implement them because I want us to survive this time. We've had a rough go of it last round, so I would really like if we could maybe possibly just maybe not have a party wipe here or not lose hope in endgame prematurely. Again, that said, we need sticks. Where are we going to find sticks? Because we're not going to be able to build a shelter without sticks. What about these guys? These ferns will give us sticks. Perfect. This will give us sticks. Perfect. I'm going to bring Sam over here to start cutting these first. Instead of doing the mining that she was trying to do a second ago. All right. We're starting to get ourselves some resources. So while they do that, I'm going to look at our management tab and get some automation going, some scheduled automation and some priorities up and running. So let's do that. I am just gonna do this the way I normally do. 7 o'clock dinner and then 2 hours of anything before bed so that they can kind of like get their leisure in. That's kind of how I tend to set up my schedules for these games. It hasn't really hindered me yet. So I'm going to roll with it and stick with it. And then I think what we need to do is look at our camp situation here. I'm literally going to build right next to our crash site. Like, that's just what we're going to do for now. We have the option to start laying these down, so we're going to do that. I'm going to do it right here. And let's grab our sleeping cots. And I know that Hope doesn't sleep yet, and hopefully we'll have a much better situation going before she does. But when she gets injured, she does need somewhere to lay down in order to be healed. So I am going to create 4 beds because we need Hope to also be able to lay down for healing, to await healing if she's damaged. Amanda K, hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome to our second attempt to survive very hard mode on this Guardians and Robots play mode. You said the dandelion trees, they are useful, food, tea, healing, and they stay on the shelf for a while. All right, let's queue those up for some research. We've got one right here, like right next to, and I mean, I love that on this seed, we're able to do everything, like everything right here, including, I mean, there's like a herd here. I'm assuming there would be manure. We'd have to research. It might be a little too soon. They maybe haven't left any, you know, yet, but soon. We do have dandelion trees here that we'll be able to harvest once we've researched them and understand what they are. But I think what we need to do, I mean, is Hope still rebooting? Is she capable of researching maybe? Let's have her do that. That might be a good use of her time. We need, I mean, everybody's kind of just confused. They're so confused. Nobody knows what their priorities are. So let's work on that. Let's set up some priorities. 34 Outdoor, I got all Hope's achievements in the first try, a 16-hour play. That's amazing. I don't know how far I got. My very first time playing with this play mode, and that was like off camera when it first downloaded it, I just like dove in, you know, blinders on and played on, I think it was medium mode. I wasn't playing very hard or insane. I was playing medium, like regular. And I have a beautiful base set up. I got really far into it. I think I'm 3 years into it. It's going super well. But for these streams, I like to try to be a little bit more challenging because I think for entertainment's sake, it's just better for viewers to see something that's maybe a little more challenging or something that I have to struggle with because maybe it's more interesting that way than just being able to like cruise control, you know? There's some substance to it. So that's why we try to do things a little bit the hard way when we get on stream. We Hire Monkey said, someone say automation. I'm not sure. I've been talking for a while. I don't know if I've said it or not. 34 Outdoor, you got some nests close by. You should have your water too. Man, let's rotate around. I like literally have just been pivoting. I haven't even scrolled out. So if we scroll out, I am seeing more resources here, which is beautiful. We'll research that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, it's just, I see these little ponds out this way. A lot of resources in that direction. And it's so dark right now. It's dark and rainy. And it's complaining that there's no research desk. I do think, oh, there's the water. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. There is like this little river snaking through right down the hill. We are on high ground, and I plan on staying up here because I just think that's going to be the most efficient way to set up camp. So that's what we're going to do for the meantime. And I think we're going to be building with stone a lot because I'm seeing a lot of stone as far as like building material goes. I'm going to also queue this up for scavenging. But all of that said, we still got to get back into our priorities list and start assigning some priorities if we want these folks to be using their time wisely while we're talking. And speaking of talking, did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody's comment. You did say my settlers eat syrup for the first years, LOL. Yeah, that I love having these sweet syrups here because they can literally just eat this raw. They don't have like any food poisoning or like negative effects. They don't hate it. They're not like getting a mood debuff from it. And it's just, you just harvest and eat. You don't have to worry about cooking. It's very convenient. So I also can do that on occasion where I'm like, you know what? It's not food variety, but it's convenient. And it helps me focus on other things. And sometimes I'll just do that too. Why not? What was I saying? Oh, management tab. Right. Let's try to make this happen. Before we do, I do want some shelves in here. So let's make a second row of this so that we can put some shelving in here so that we can also, I'm going to take everything off of here that isn't a construction material before they just start hauling things there that just aren't meant for it. All right. We don't have the beans to put this up yet. So, maybe what we can do is scavenge a little scrap metal and then put up some shelves. And while she does that, again, here we go. This is like our third try. We're going to come back in here and try to give them some priorities, some assignments. So Hope, her number 1 is going to be observe and then research. Those are her priorities. Her number 2 is going to be deliver and handle. She can mine and cut as a number 4, scavenge as a number 5. Actually, I'm going to flip that. These can be 5s. Whoops, went too far. This can be a 4 because I think there is a slight benefit to her scavenging. I think maybe if she's the scavenger, she might get better quality tech out of what she's scavenging. I'm not sure if that's true. Let's take a look. Let's see if that's written in her bio anywhere. Begins with limited activities, adopting human patterns, on the run, petting animals is her favorite, and energy crystals. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't say anything about that in there, but like just in case, we're gonna prioritize that over cutting and chopping. That was one person down. We got through one person's activity list. It's a start. We Hair Monkey says, make sure they don't leave a dead animal to rot. I know they like to do that so much. I know. That's why I like, no matter what, they will all always have handle and deliver enabled. I'm not taking that off of Inry's priority list. It'll just be like a level 5, like a last, because if you take it off completely, they will butcher an animal and walk away from it and just leave the spoils. So yeah, since you brought that up, let's go ahead and do that. Let's make these 5s for everyone. That's not Hope. There we go. And so that way we don't run into that issue. 34 outdoor. I've played it where I don't cook. I almost never actually do. And they get ill later on with pickled vegetables and dried meat, etc. All passive foods. You would leave all Hope's priorities on 3s except for research and observation. Once she gets low mood, set research and observation to 3 as well and allow her to eat some energy crystals. I'm gonna come back in here and like revisit these for sure as time goes on, but right now, because we're in the critical setup phase, I'm going to try and give everybody a specific order of priority. That said, she is our only harvester, so we're gonna give her a 1. A 1 on ranching, a 2 on planting, 2 on the crafting, tailoring, and assembling. I don't know that I really want her doing this stuff. I guess we'll make her a 4 on those. And then cooking can be number 3. Again, like that's gonna be a lower priority. We're not gonna really get to that. Most likely just not gonna see that happen, but it's there if we need it. Right now, I'm just expecting them to harvest these heptagonias and eat that. And speaking of, we're on low food supply. We're down to 1 day's food supply with 9 emergency rations, and we're really hurting for material for Hope. Hope is out of means to eat. That happens so quickly. Let's make sure that we are observing the right things. We're gonna have her observe this so that we can harvest it so that she has something she can eat too. And what was the other thing? It's these ones, the spiky 2 plant. Just in case this is important, let's have Paulette come and observe this one. And that will hopefully give us something to harvest that Paulette can then, or not Paulette, sorry, that Hope then can eat. Because if I have been so busy talking about my plan that we let Hope starve on day 2, this is going to be the newest, most epic fail playthrough that I have ever done. And that's just not something I want. It's not like something I'm very proud of. So let's try and not make that mistake. Let's do better. Storage, do we have the option to build shelves yet? We do not. I think it's going to come down to cutting trees. We're going to need some wood. Why not this one? We'll cut that. That 1 tree should do it for us. And then Samantha is constructing. Once she's done, I'm going to cue her to cut this tree. I'm going to try to cue her to cut this tree. It doesn't seem to want to let me. There we go. So she's going to construct those shelters and then cut that tree. We've discovered grain cob, beautiful. We've discovered heptagonia, beautiful. We have no research desk, but I'm aware of this. We also have nothing to build it out of, so we're just gonna have to wait a second until we have some wood, and then we'll build ourselves a research desk. We could be doing a campfire already, so let me go ahead and set ourselves up with that. I'm gonna stick it right here. Sora's gonna construct that campfire, and we have some scrap metal. So now that we have scrap metal, we should, yes, have the option to build these. Good, because we're gonna need them. Next is a fence, but not before we feed Hope, because Hope is really running low on edibles. Luckily, she's not super hungry yet. That's good. So we're going to harvest these energy crystals as soon as she's done researching them, so that at least there is something in the pantry for her. Oh, goodness. So we hire monkeys. Perhaps the real Hope was the assassins we befriend along the way. They are not friendly. Wait until they land. You'll see what I mean. But at least everybody but Hope is armed this time with a ranged weapon. That is the plan. That was like this whole thing hinges on that working. So I'm really expecting that to be the game changer that we needed. Because last time we were basically just equipped with some melee weapons and that just was not good enough. And the robots are too smart to be like, I guess, like I can't aggro them over to traps and stuff, and even if they did hit a trap, they could still shoot you, and they will, and their guns hit hard, so their bow and arrows hit hard. Everything hits hard that they shoot you with, and so it's just, you have to be able to shoot back. This melee defense does not work on this difficulty level. So yeah, that's where we're at with this, and I'm really hoping that everybody having a gun at this point is going to be that just, I guess, that edge that we needed. All right, so I think we have stone, which means we should be able to start working on this defensive wall, which is what we desperately need. Actually, not even really that desperately need a defensive wall when I think about it, because this isn't keeping the robots out. Let's be honest. It's just not. this doesn't do much for us when it comes to keeping those guys out of our way. But we'll add it anyway. Because we can still get attacked by animals even if the robots aren't deterred, so we'll let it be what it is for now and what we need it to be. I'm gonna put the door just right over here because I think that's gonna be the most out of the way. And this will be our safety zone, our retreat, you know, space. And I think we do need, by the way, did we research anything yet? No. No, we haven't because we don't have a research desk. Right. We do have wood though, so I'm gonna go ahead and build this, and I'm gonna build it right here. All right. I'm actually nervously feeling pretty good about this setup so far. I think as far as like getting random characters, we got dealt a pretty decent hand. And whew, we're on day 2. We haven't been attacked yet. I think we've got maybe 2 more days in us before we do get attacked. So they've got some time to get some things done. What I'm mostly worried about right now is how long it's taking her to research this. Because if we can't research, harvest, and then feed her this before she runs out, before she starves, then it's game over anyway, regardless of whether or not we'd survive an attack. So we got to take care of that. That's got to get done, like, today. It's got to happen this day. That said, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, we can't queue up anything because we haven't harvested anything yet. Why don't we ask Paulette to do a little harvesting? What's she researching? I'm going to let her finish that. And then she's probably going to need to sleep, so I'm going to have to let her sleep. But then we can work on more. So Paulette, let's put you here. Let's put Samantha here. Sora here. And this bed that has no owner will be Hope's if she's injured and needs healing. Low food supply, less than a day. I think they're talking about Hope at this point because we still have 7 emergency rations. So it's definitely talking about Hope. That's who we need to feed. And then we need to start putting some stuff away. Samantha is scavenging. How about instead? Nope, no available storage. We need more of these. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Let's copy this. And we'll just extend this out, why not? And make more of these, because we're going to need them. Okay. There is this. She can eat this. I'm a little confused on, before she goes to sleep, I'm just going to have her bring that in. This is something that Hope can eat. This is something that they can eat. I don't know why they're both in the grass. Ooh. It is thunderstorming. Okay. Well, we're interrupting her sleep. We're interrupting her research immediately to bring her under shelter because I just don't like people getting electrocuted. And we haven't researched lightning rods to prevent that. So we need to bring her in like immediately. And she's on her way. I can see her making her way across here. So Paulette hopefully will not be struck by lightning. I've zoomed out so we can see if she does while she makes her way back to camp. C3PO being Hope, new headcanon point of view. You're the little gypsy trader guys who kidnapped the C3PO and now the rebels are after you. Actually, that checks out. It does. That checks out with the lore a little bit. Yeah. Which is kind of funny because in that context, we kind of sound like the bad guys, but we're the ones who kidnapped her. Can she, wait a minute, can Hope also get electrocuted? She probably can. Oh man, now we gotta watch out for her and make sure she doesn't get electrocuted. It's a little nerve-wracking because I really don't have anything I can do about it. I can draft her. Let's have her consume this. Haul these. What is she doing? Oh, she went over here to drink it. Okay. All that. And then, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna risk it and let her stay busy. After she's done with those 2 tasks, if it's still thunderstorming, rather than risk her going out here and doing random other things, I'll draft her and bring her under the roof. So let's see what she does. She's not been electrocuted yet. Oh, she just got electrocuted. Okay, well now we know. I'm gonna draft her and stick her under here and just leave her there so she doesn't get electrocuted again, hopefully. I wonder if possible, could she undraft and then recover health and sleeping spot? Okay. And that's why we have the extra sleeping spot, folks. There it is. That is the why. Here we go. She did get electrocuted, but hopefully sleeping it off will help her to recover fully. Hopefully. Man. 34 outdoor, one last tip, then I'll watch you play. There's a nest close, you could kill it and you will have a pile of silica for hope. I didn't see it. When it gets daylight out again, when it's not like so hard and murky to see, I'll go looking around again. I'm sure that there is that nest nearby. I just gotta find it, and it'll be easier to do in daylight. So we'll take a look once the sun comes back up and the thunderstorm ceases. We Hire Monkeys. I read that part already. And 34 outdoors. The scars are permanent. By the way, yeah, I figured. I mean, I've seen them, yeah, be permanent. I've also seen them recover from them where it doesn't leave permanent damage. So I think it can go either way. And if they get struck by lightning twice, they're definitely going to be damaged. Like, and some of, like, I think the person I had get struck by lightning twice before was severely, their movement speed was severely permanently decreased. And it was just painful to watch them try to go anywhere. And so, like, I basically just set them on research and cooking indefinitely because I didn't want them to have to move more than 5 feet at a time. It was a struggle. So yeah, if they get struck by lightning, definitely get them undercover, even if it's to draft them and force them to stay inside, because they get struck twice, they're going to become pretty useless. Oh, you said the scars aren't permanent. That's good. But yeah, if they get struck twice, they can be. We Hire Monkeys off topic. But have you got any snow? There's quite a bit in the UK now. No, I'm in Los Angeles, so we don't really get snow here. I mean, I say that, but the mountains do get snow because it's a very, the topography here is very high and low. So if you head to like the Big Bear, which isn't that far from here, Big Bear Lake, it's kind of like higher up. It's like a seasonal ski resort because they do get snow there. But then here, like down in the lower pockets, like LA is close to sea level. I mean, we're basically flush with the ocean here. We stay warm pretty much year round. Like it's probably 60 degrees. Let me look at my watch. It's 59 degrees right now. So 59 degrees Fahrenheit. It's comfortable. It's comfortable out. I think a lot of people tend to leave their thermostats to 60 degrees annually in their homes because they like 60-degree temperatures as a comfortable temperature. So it's very comfortable weather right now. This is kind of what our winters look like. We get like 50s and 60s. We don't really get snow here unless you go for a little drive to something that's a higher elevation, and then you can get some snow. So it's accessible, but it's not in my driveway. The Nest have a bit better camo in the jungle. Hello everyone. Hi Seth985. Good to see you and welcome to the stream. We are playing on Random Survivors. That is my brilliant new strategy. Because in very hard mode, we don't get weapons unless we're playing on Random Survivors. So we were randomly dealt Paulette, Samantha, and Sora, all 3 of which came with some railgun snipers, and we're still trying this again in very hard mode, hoping to keep everyone alive. Speaking of, we need resources to feed. We're down to 2 silicon energels for Hope. We need to start harvesting the other stuff that Hope can eat. So we need to harvest these, and they're not ready for harvest. Oh boy. We might be in a tougher spot than I thought. I'm going to observe these. And let's and this, by the way. Man, we need some silicone energy cells that are ready for harvest. And I think I saw, here's some more, not ready for harvest. Problematic. Okay, well, she's got 2 left. I think what I will do is have her research the pointy red thing in the meantime. I think that's our next play, is to have her research this. Because I think isn't this a silicone plant? Am I not, isn't that right? I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like it is. I feel like it's a silicone plant. And we need to repair this and get some research going ASAP. We Heart Monkey says, I am up in the hills. I'm assuming that means you're getting snow right now. And Seth, LO, may the odds be ever in your favor. I know, I'm really hoping, but now I'm having this issue where we haven't been attacked yet. It's day 3. I think we're gonna get attacked on day 4. But my bigger issue is that I gotta keep Hope from starving, and I don't have the resources to do it. So that's kind of something I have to work on. Whenever I repair this wooden desk. I don't even think Paulette's the person with the construction skills, but it let me do it, so I'm gonna let her do it. And then we're gonna look at our queue here. Lightning rod's obviously important, but what I really need is a way to produce these. We need liquid fuel and we need silicone. Man. Okay, well, we need somebody to do scavenging so we can hopefully come up with some fuel, and then we need to research that red pointy plant and get some silicone so we can then queue up this for our research. We gotta find the means to feed her. She can also drink the fuel. That's also an option too. We just gotta actually harvest some. So who was it that we had scavenging? Nobody was priority. Oh, we didn't finish making our priorities. That's right. No wonder we're not totally efficient here. We didn't finish queuing this up. Best plant crystals ASAP. They will take ages to grow. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's, man, should we just pause so that nobody starves while I'm trying to get us settled? Scavenging, Samantha has the highest physical trait, so I'm gonna make that her number 1. Sora, what did we need Sora for? Besides healing, I mean, healing should always be a number 1 for people with healing traits, so that when the need comes, they are on it. Our construction person, that's Sora's number 1. She's doing construction. We can put her on hunting, cutting, mining. I'll leave the rest of that. That's fine. I think that's fine. 2 and 2, but scavenging first for her. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Now that we've queued that up, I'm going to do one more thing before we plant something, and that is save this game. We got to save this. And this is March Effect, so we're going to make it a new save. We're going to call it, whoops, March Tac Effect, which is the seed that 34 Outdoor gave us. And then we're going to call it Stream. There we go. That way we know what game this is. Okay, cool. That way I know, really. This is really about me knowing what game this is. All right, that said, you had mentioned planting those silicones, and I think you're right. We should do that right away. Energy crystal film requires a farming 3. I can't. Nobody has farming 3. All right, well, we're going to plant the one thing we do have the ability to plant, just so that we can build up to a farming 3, because we do desperately need that. So let's do that so we can get, sorry, the unevenness is bothering me. There we go. We'll do that to try and get that skill up so that we can then farm the energy crystals. It's going to be important. All right, so everybody should be getting to work. How's Hope doing? She's kind of getting down in hunger again, but we also still have the 2 more energy gels. We have grain, and we have this meal. We don't have any queued up recipes. Let's try and always have 2 grain porridges on the shelf. So we'll do that. We'll set that in our queue for the fire pit. And then whoever it is that's supposed to be eventually cooking, hopefully will. If we run out of emergency rations and I have to make that a higher priority, actually, let's just do that. Let's make that a higher priority now. Our person cooking, Paulette, or why don't we get Sarah? She can do construction and cooking. That will be her 2 number 1 priorities. Oh man, oil extraction from grain research. Yeah, we gotta get the research queue going. That's right. Okay, lightning rods. Is oil extraction an option? It is. So let's queue that up quickly. What else are we gonna need more? We might need these pretty soon because I just gotta keep the people alive too. That's kind of important. We can try metal refinement, but I feel like we're gonna end up bumping these out of the queue as soon as we have the option to like learn fuel mixing or the silicone energy cells. But for now, we'll make this our queue. In fact, let's do that first. There we go. All right, I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. And I guess we can kind of just cruise around and see what everybody's doing. She's observing the pointy plant. That's right. We needed her to do this because we needed to acquire this. We need Sam to be scavenging. I know she's probably on her lunch break and I just interrupted her, but I need this to keep going. We need to find fuel. We need to scavenge actual fuel. And I'm going to queue that up for scavenging. Queue that up for scavenging. In fact, I'm going to have her go mess with those instead of our landing pod, because maybe she'll find better stuff out there. All of these things are getting queued for scavenge, so that's good. And you wanted me to find a nest nearby. You said it was hiding well in the, it blends in well. Let's take a look. A nearby nest. Here are more of these, but I just don't think they're not ready for harvest. Dang it. Do they tell you that they're ready for harvest, or is it one of those things where you cut it down? I don't know. What? I love these. The little orange mushrooms, we're observing that. That's happening. Where is the nest? There it is. Is this the one you meant? This nest right here? So if I turn that back on and I look up the hill, that up there, up the hill, is all of our people at our camp. And down here is the nest. So I'm assuming this is what you meant right here. So down the hill from our base is this nest, and next to it are more of these plants. All right, so that's good to know. Once I know I have what I need to make sure everybody stays fed, I feel like, sorry, I'm like panicking because I see movement. I think one of my people are running down here into harm's way. But yeah, once I know that the food situation's under control, then we can attack that nest, especially since everybody's armed with railgun snipers. I think that's a reasonable plan of action. Just first of all, I might want... I really, really, really need her to observe that pointy plant. And then we need to harvest it. We really need fuel, which I'm counting on Samantha to scavenge us some. So a bunch of finger crossed, like, plan of actions right now. I feel like I'm like just hoping for all of these things to pay off, because it's a gamble. We don't know. It's like a randomizer. We don't know what we're gonna get when she scavenges this. If we're gonna get fuel that we so desperately need. We do have food, my goodness. So she must have scavenged plenty of emergency rations. So I don't gotta worry about feeding people. I just gotta worry about feeding Hope. Hope is the one who is struggling right now to find something to eat. So yeah, these 2 ladies over here, the camera is on them because they're the ones that we need to come through here. We've got, yeah, I'm gonna clear the queue. Sora's mining. Maybe I'll ask her to continue this work here, scavenging, because we just need more. And she's almost done with this research here. Rest, work, LOL. Yeah, I interrupted her lunch. She didn't even get lunch. Just sleep and work, sleep and work, sleep and work. Nothing else. Just sleep and work. And that's just the way the first week is gonna go. Like, sorry, it's survival, you know? That's kind of the priority right now. We Hire Monkey says, DDD, I was subscribed, but YouTube won't tell me you have a stream going. I knew beforehand, so that's really strange. I'm not sure what to do about that. I know that there's like the bell notification system. You can enable that, and it should then let you know when I'm going to stream or when I drop new videos. Other than that, I'm not really sure. I do have Discord, and if you guys aren't in the Discord, there's a link in the description of this video. It says my Perry Pictures Discord. It might be confusing if you click on it and it's like, would you like to join Perry Pictures Discord? And you're like, oh no, that's not what I was looking for, and you leave. That is what you're looking for. That's me. That's just my other channel. I have an art channel and I have a gaming channel, and I'm just sharing the same Discord. There's game chat in there, and then there's general chat for, you know, general chat, and then there's a whole subsection for art stuff. So I'm just gonna, you know, mix the two communities, and hopefully you guys are cool with that. So you can always find out my schedule. I post it there. When I'm dropping videos will be listed at the beginning of every month, and then links to live streams right before they go live will be posted to Discord. And also it like automatically, there's like a YouTube bot in Discord that will automatically post all of my videos as they come out as well. Well, your monkeys, to be honest, I think Discord was the thing that pinged. YouTube hid my existence from the world. That's not great to hear. It might be because I've been so, oh look, we discovered the silicone leaf. Great. It might be because I've been, you know, kind of like dialed back my activity way down to like 10%, where I was just doing a stream twice a month instead of putting out videos weekly. And, you know, it was unavoidable. Real life comes first, and I had to deal with real life stuff. And, but I'm hoping once I ramp back up activity and I start putting out more content, that YouTube will be like, this is an active channel, and actively promote it. So fingers crossed for that too. Hopefully that's how that goes. But thank you for letting me know. It's always good to be informed. I don't really know how subscribers are getting my video content, if it's coming up unrecommended, if it's coming up in the subscriptions tab, or if they're having to hunt it down and find it. I don't know. So you guys letting me know helps a lot. It's really, really good to know. So thank you, and, you know, keep me informed. That's all good information. I appreciate it. All right, so let's see if maybe, just maybe. Yes, we can harvest these. These pointy red plants are ready for harvest. We're going to do that. Like ASAP. Well, one of them is. We're going to do that ASAP. And also, we're going to research this. So, scavenging. She's not doing anything. I'm going to bring her out here to observe this. And hopefully once we've harvested the silicone, and then maybe, just maybe, if possible, scavenge ourselves some scrap metal, or not scrap metal, some fuel, we can actually queue up some research to, and nobody's doing research either, but that's another problem for another day. But we need, oh good, Sam's scavenging this, good. We need fuel. That's what we need. We are down to 1 silica energy cell. If I don't figure out how to feed her soon, we're going to be we're going to be at endgame. So that's, the pressure is on. I'm not really feeling too confident about this, because I'm really just relying on them to randomize some fuel out of nowhere. So, or we need these energy crystals to be ready for harvest. I mean, other than that, I don't know what to do. Like, they're just not ready. We had other pointy red plants somewhere, I think. Maybe we could find those. Where were they? I feel like there were more. Lots of cloth blossom out here. That'll be good for like making bandages and stuff. Oh gosh. More energy crystals up here. but again, not ready for harvest. But here's some more of the red silicone plants. So, harvest those. 3 of those are ready for harvest, so we'll take advantage of that. And she's pretty well rested, so what I think I'm going to do is just keep queuing her up to harvest this stuff. I think it's going to really come in handy soon. So I want to do that as quickly as we possibly can. And we're going to mark those for harvest as well. Whew. All right, and we still haven't completed this fence, but I don't see this fence being our biggest issue in the long run, although I kind of do, I feel like now that I've said that out loud, I'm like, maybe it is going to be a big issue. Maybe you should think about this. And, you know, it's day 4. Maybe having a full fence would be good for us to keep the baddies out when they do come knocking. So maybe I will wake somebody else up and get them constructing. And in order to do that, we gotta mine some more. So let's do that. Let's wake her up. Sorry, you guys aren't getting a full night's sleep. It's just one of them days. It is what it is. This is how it's gotta be. This is what's happening. Man, what else could I have her scavenging? Like this maybe? We've got to try something. We need fuel. We need fuel. This is a fact. An absolute fact. And once Samantha's done mining some stone, I'm going to have her try and build the rest of this fence. All over the place. Hello, Nerdlet Gaming. Hi, welcome to the stream. Remember how in Discord I mentioned my strategy was going to be to randomize players and then get those railgun snipers? That's what we're doing. That's what we're attempting to do here. We haven't been attacked yet. It is day 4. We're playing on very hard mode. I expect they're coming soon. I haven't completed my fence yet, but my biggest and most important factor is just making sure everybody is armed with a ranged weapon that packs enough punch that we can withstand their ranged weapons and wipe them out quickly, hopefully. So that's good. Oh no, Body Shot, what's wrong? I haven't had the chance to catch one of your streams for a while. Well, I'm glad you're here today. Thank you for joining us. We are trying again to master this new play mode because the mobs in this game are way different than the mobs in the other play modes. So it's kind of a rewriting the rulebook situation here. Nerdlet says, "You got this, Dee Dee." Thank you very much. Thank you. Make them work. I had to wake them up in the middle of the night. We're not giving them a full night's rest when we know that danger is imminent and we are not prepared. That is not how we roll. We need them to be up and moving as long as they're capable. Okay, this is it, guys. Hope is coming in to eat. Well, she's coming in to eat silicone, like raw silicone. Okay, I didn't realize that was an option. I was gonna say, because we only had the one silicone energy gel left, and after that it was kaput. But if she's gonna eat the raw silicone, I'm not mad at it. She might be mad at it, but I'm not mad at it. I do need a drink of my coffee though. Are you guys nervous? Because I'm nervous. It is day 4. It is daylight. I don't know what to expect. I don't have a fence here. It's not finished. She doesn't have the skill level to do it. It's got to be Sora. So I got to interrupt whatever Sora's doing, which is trying to... She's going to sleep. No, you're not. Samantha's trying to go sleep. That's not happening. I'm going to have her come out here and try to scavenge this because, again, I'm still like on the hunt for fuel. And none of the crashed robot ships have rendered us any fuel, and our own landing pod has not rendered us any fuel in the scavenge. So we're going to try that other one instead, since we seem to be having this ongoing issue. I need her to do something. I don't know what. Let's have her research the bench. I've had her observing for a while, and I know if she does too much of the same thing too often, she gets unhappy. So we're going to switch it up for her, put her on the research bench instead of observing, and maybe that will benefit us. It'll at least increase her intelligence, which will increase her ability to do other things as well. But yeah, okay, so we have 10 more silicone, which is 1 meal. We have 1 more energy gel, which is 1 meal. So we've got 2 meals remaining for Hope at this point in time. Maybe what we need to be doing is planting these silicone leaves. Like, in all seriousness, this is what we need. We need these, more of them. We need more of this. And I want a lot of it. So we're gonna make, I don't know how long it's gonna take them to grow. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to mature for harvest, but this is what we're doing. She's out harvesting that, and then I'm gonna have her plant this field. So, I mean, does she even need to be harvesting that right now? She doesn't, but she already did it, so I can't, it's no point in stopping her now. We are good on food for a little while. I do feel like we need to come in here and look at their, do not eat raw grain. Thank you very much. Paste these restrictions, and then she's fine with whatever she wants to do. She's Hope. I'm not gonna put her on a diet. She can eat anything that she's capable of eating. We made it to 10 likes. Thank you, We Hire Monkeys, and thank you everyone who is liking the stream. I appreciate it. We are, I mean, today feels like doomsday. Today is the day we find out if they're gonna make it or not, because today is the day we're gonna get that first round of baddies coming for us, and we have the full fence now. At least we have that. And my plan is to stand in here, you know, like in these little lanes, and try to shoot them from the, like, under the roof for a little bit of cover, maybe, just maybe. Force them to stand at an angle that we can see them at instead of coming at us from all 4 sides. They're gonna have to come either from here or from here. So I'm just trying to, like, narrow the field of vision, trying to give us some cover, a little bit of cover from the roof and the walls, and trying to utilize the guns we have to our advantage, because that was the whole point. That is the plan. It looks simple. It looks super simple. It looks very, like, not great as far as a defensive posture, but that is the plan. And I'm really hoping it works. And we finally have the option to drop a lightning rod in here. That took 10 years. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up with one of those. And who are we going to ask to build it? She's trying to mine. I'm going to have her not do that. I'm going to have her come in here and build our lightning rod. We're planting a huge silicone field here, so hopefully this is going to pay off. I'm really, really hoping we're going to benefit from that. What is Hope up to? She's out here observing some squash. That's fine, only because she's not too far away from camp. I can bring her back in quickly. And Samantha reached construction too. I'm not mad at it. I'm happy with that. We have discovered this. Okay. Why am I sleeping on this? This is incredible. This is so important because now we can make fuel. That is incredible news. Let's, you know, pause everything. We need a workbench. Let's do this. Let's put this in here. And Sora, forget mining. Oh, you don't have the means. Wait, you need wood. Do you need wood? This takes more than 140 wood? It takes 10 wood. Why do we need wood? It's saying we don't have the means. Resources unavailable. Yes, they are. Why would they be unavailable? We have 140 wood. This only takes 10. What's going on here? There we go. I think I just had to hit on pause. All right, so we're gonna bring her in, and she's gonna make this wood workbench, and then we are going to turn manure into fuel. That is the goal. That is the plan. I gotta wait until it's constructed before I can queue anything up, so I just gotta be patient. We're gonna double our speed. We're gonna do this double time. And, they're getting all these negative buffs for eating on foot, but, you know, priorities. A table is not the priority right now. Food to eat is the priority, including for the robot. And, building defenses that will keep us alive to see the next day. That is the priority. Your Nokia 3310 would like to fight her for it. It is welcome to try. Bill and Amanda, hello. Good to see you. And you said you got this. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it. You have guns, right? Yeah, we do. We are playing Random Survivors for that sweet, sweet sniper rifle bonus. So we did not pick our party, but they did come armed, so I'm not upset about this. In fact, that was the whole point. That was the whole plan. Railguns even, yeah. So really hoping that the strategy pays off, and I have high hopes. I do feel good about it, but also nervous because I know the reckoning is coming. The creatures need to pay for it. Oh yeah, the creatures are the least of my concerns right now, but they will eventually become an issue. We gotta settle the score with the robots first. The brilliant wall of Walliousness. Yeah, my cute little, I mean, it will serve its purpose. I'm pretty sure it will serve its purpose. What we need it for, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's fine. I'm hoping it's fine. We need a sniper rifle to invite them to a dinner party and catch them by surprise. And you've seen people handle the attacks by going out to meet them with the guns and doing a long shoot. Yeah. When they first land, we're going to proactively seek them out and try to pick them off before they go into attack mode. Speaking of, where is everybody? She's sleeping. That's fine. Sam is right here. That's good. Sora, honestly, do we even need all this stone right now? We don't. Can I unqueue all of this? Like, we don't need that right now. What is? Hope is the furthest away from camp, and I'm not loving it. I'm gonna have her refuel this. Just to try to bring her back in. We need her to come back in. I'm gonna mark these for fertilize as well. Hope is improving! All right, okay. This is good. This is good. What do we need her to learn? This is the hard part. We gotta make a choice. As much as it's not gonna give her the variety that she wants to stay not bored, I think like my inclination is to lean towards either healing or hunting and fighting, because I've seen it happen where everybody is like passed out on a meltdown or like dying, and the only person there to help heal is Hope, and if she doesn't have healing, you could be in a really, really bad spot. Also, though, having hunting and fighting allows her to join the fight, but it also allows, even though she doesn't have a weapon right now, it'll also allow her to do hunting, which we don't necessarily need, especially if 2 of our people are vegetarians, but it would give her more to do. 34 outdoor, the first year, it's best to just do a fine line, preferably behind a few traps. You like traps over walls early on. Funny to see how everyone plays different. We hire monkeys, not a sniper rifle, a sniper trifle. Big difference. Oh, okay. I do like using the traps too, but mostly when I'm fighting the native beast of the planet, because I can aggro them to the side that I want with the traps. With the robots, it's a little bit harder. They don't go where you want them to go. They go just where they can see you and shoot you, and then they stop and then they shoot you. They don't continue to charge forward if they don't need to. They're a little bit too smart for that. Man, so 34 outdoor says we'll disable the achievement keeping her passive till she is fully sentient. Keeping her passive till she is fully sentient, you give her fighting, will disable the achievement. Well, I'm thinking healing. Let's do healing. It's not going to increase her ability to do other things outside of when people are injured, but we're going to roll with it. We'll try it for now. Hopefully that's going to be at least somewhat beneficial. Hope is taking a walk. When she's done, we'll... Oh, okay. Never mind. Samantha's transporting that. And I don't want her going too far. Where is she trying to go? Okay, that's not too far. I'm okay with that. Sam is still scavenging. We're still hoping to pull some fuel out of these things, so I'm not going to interrupt her. That's what she wants to do. She can do it. I'm glad to see that her pounding on that 5 feet away isn't giving them, you know, that whole, like, disrupted sleep debuff. So that's good. But 34 outdoor in case you like to gain that. I think I would, but I'm not sure that this playthrough, it's necessarily going to be one of my goals to try and nail all those achievements. I think just trying to succeed at, like, the main goal, which is surviving and getting her fully sentient, is kind of like my direction here. Mostly just trying to get past this first wave. That was like the goal, which we still haven't done yet. And we're on 2-speed. We're playing this on 2-speed right now to try and get there, to get to that point. She did just drink the energy, the silicone energy gel, so we're officially out of that. We have one meal left, and that is the harvested silicone here, which I'm thinking we need to queue up if possible. More of these bad boys, these pointy red plants for harvest. So we have both of those are available for harvest. Is she capable? She is not capable of harvesting, so we're gonna need to bring somebody else out here. Probably you, when you wake up. We'll have her do that. So that's 2 more there. If we rotate around, what else do we have here? Are these ready? No, they're not ready for harvest. What about these? Not ready for harvest. I feel like these things are really holding out on me. These energy crystals just are not ready for harvest. I don't know when they will be, but it's not yet. Did we finish researching these? Not really. We'll get there. That's not my concern right now. That's not my biggest concern anyway. Man. Pointy red plants, pointy red plants, pointy red plants. We're gonna have a lot of these once we finally research them. There's a lot of this here that we don't necessarily need right now because the people have plenty to eat. They've got 31 emergency rations. Sorry, that's first aid kits. 28 emergency rations and 3 grain porridges. They are so set on food right now, I'm not even worried about them. I'm just worried about feeding Hope. And these 2, that's like what we've got. Oh, wait. There's a lot more up here. Back this way. Okay. Yes! Let's harvest all of that. Make all of that happen. Alright, so when she's done with the others that I queued up, there's 12 more down here. Perfect. I love it. Research this, and let's now look at our crafting bench, because this is available now. I want to do this. I guess we gotta collect the manure first. Okay. Well, let's do that. Where is it? It's all like over here. Make this all good for use. And have her haul it. If we have her do that, then I can start setting up this crafting bench. And then we'll have fuel and not have to be so pressed about doing all the, like, you know, tinkering and the scavenging. So I love it when there's alternatives where you don't have to do the same thing the same way every time. Bandages would be great too, by the way. Can we craft those yet? No, because we haven't harvested any fabrics. That's okay, we'll get there. Alright, we haven't researched that yet. Okay, we will. Sora, stop mining. Research stuff we need. We're gonna need bandages, I'm sure of it. So let's research that. She reached physical 3, that's good. Alright, we're gonna need sticks, it's telling me, because our fire's been out for a while. So I guess we'll listen to them and we'll set this up. Alright, this will be easier. That's what 3-4 says. Hello 3-4, welcome to the stream. You've got, yeah, after I got it, it was the first trait you gave her. The healing trait, or was it a different trait? 34 outdoor. We are monkeys, watch out for the ATMP coming to snatch hope from your hands. It will happen. We are on day 5, so it didn't happen yesterday, it's for sure gonna happen today. I think. Because we are playing on very hard mode, so it should be about now. Now is about the time this should be happening, whether we're ready or not. And you mean C-3PO. I got you. I hear what I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got it. And, why, thank you. Yeah, of course. I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad that you joined our stream. We are just trying to survive the first wave, and all that we've done so far has been in preparation for that attack we know is coming. And I'm hoping after all this effort that we put in, it pays off. So, you know, hold your breath with me, I guess, and keep your fingers crossed with me, because that is basically what's coming. And once we totally knock this out of the park, because we're going to, right? Then we can start thinking about some more long-term stuff, like getting drones and working on some service robots and all of that good stuff. We just got to make sure that we're in a good place. We're positioned to survive the first week. Actually, we need to worry about like positioning her to survive. Look at that, 90 silicone. I don't think she's going to starve now. I think officially starvation is off the table. Hope isn't going to starve. We've got so many emergency rations. The crew are not going to starve. Starving is off the table, finally. Whew, because that was stressful, trying to keep everybody fed under these circumstances. But now I feel like it can be done. I think we don't have to worry about them starving. We can focus on actual other things now. Speaking of other things, I'm going to queue up the green cob for harvest because it is ready. And is Hope bringing in... I don't know what she's doing. Is she observing a shiny rock? Okay, that's fine. She can do that. And then after that, I'm going to have her do this research. Oh, also research. We're able to add these. But do we need this? I don't know now if we need that. You know what we might want is actually animal taming and then fortifications. Man. Sure, metal refinement, because why not? Basically, I'm thinking with the animal taming, we can create ourselves a little pen of animals close to home so that when this herd migrates, because they will, we'll still be able to produce manure close by that will allow us to continue fuel fermenting once we have our own little herd. And these guys can move on and we'll still survive without them. That's the goal, that's the plan. That's why animal taming is high on our list of to-dos in our research queue. And I have prioritized ahead of that the antibiotics, only because it's real hard to run a farm or any kind of settlement or a fort or, you know, strategic outpost if you don't have people. And if they get sick, or they get injured and they die, we're gonna be in a really bad spot. All right, so let's put chopping. We always wanna have, let's say 100 sticks. Let's always have 100 sticks. So let's put that on our list. And what have we discovered here? Silicone deposit, really? We can get silicone from these rocks too? Where was that? Where was she researching silicone rocks? It's so hard to see sometimes when it's dark in this game. I'm seeing that we're like coming up with like a whole lot of opportunities for providing this much needed silicone, which is terrific. I just don't know where she was just researching that. I feel like it was close by. Is it here? It might be this stuff. Yeah, silicone. Okay, cool. We're gonna set those to mining. Are we doing well or what? Is this going really well? Because I feel like this is going really well. I'm going to turn that off and so that all the glowing stuff will go away. And we're just going to take a look for a second here. Like, I think we're doing good. Something is going foul here. Manure, of course, so that's not surprising. What we can do is have her fertilize these fields. And who is our crafter? Wake her, or when she wakes, she can do some crafting for us. All right, I think we're in a good spot. I want to keep everybody close to base until this attack happens. Just because if we don't keep everyone close to base, it might throw off the whole game plan for like taking a not offensive, yeah, not defensive, but offensive approach. I want to do an offensive approach when the baddies land, but I can't do that if everybody's spread out all over the map and it's going to take time to rein them in. So for now, I want to try to keep everybody close to base. I'm going to put this on 3 speed just to get us kind of to the next step. And I'm going to read some of your comments as well. This will be easier, LOL. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. I think that this method is going to work. I'm really putting a lot of hope into this. This has just been like my theory that this is how we do this, that this is how we survive on very hard mode. We Heart Monkey's just an innocent Jawa gang trying to sell a stolen droid from the back of their van. I mean, sure, like this isn't really a van, but almost looks like a bus with the way it's painted. The color kind of, you know, fits the motif. And you said, but the Imperials and Rebels don't want to pay. Of course not, of course not. That's why we're going to have to shoot them and fight them. All right, so, man, where is everybody? Where's Hope? Hope is by the squash, that's fine. She's fertilizing plants, that's fine. She is transporting some scavenged goods, that's fine. She is chopping wood, that's fine. Everybody's pretty close to home, that's good. We could start harvesting this, but I really just don't see the need because everything's just gonna go bad if I do. So we're not gonna worry about that quite yet. Gosh, what are we gonna worry about? I guess we could start working on some more construction. We could put out a table for our folks who, wait a minute. We don't need 2 tables. Furniture, chairs, stone chair. There we go. So we're gonna make their quality of life a little bit better by giving them somewhere to sit and eat, which is good. That'll also give them somewhere to relax. And leisure-wise, it wouldn't hurt to give them something for leisure, so we're going to stick one of these out here for shooting, a shooting range. See, quality of life improved already, and it's day 6, and we're working on quality of life things, so we're in a good spot, I think. I think we're in a good spot. Hope reached intelligence 2, that's great. Maybe soon we'll get to give her yet another upgrade. And we've discovered the dandelion tree, and somebody in the chat had mentioned this was going to be really useful. So we're going to want to start harvesting those dandelion spores. They don't rot as fast on the shelves, I was told. So we're going to want to take advantage of that. And we have a few of these trees back here. So dandelion trees, 9 of them set to harvest. And what is this? Just a funny looking rock. Okay, cool. Also, we have the option to harvest some cloth blossom now. So I'm going to set some of these to harvest. And what about these energy crystals? Energy crystals ready for harvest. Let's do this before they change their mind. So let's do that first. Energy crystals first. Okay, 5 energy crystals set to harvest. Is she really hungry? No, I'm gonna have her harvest this too. That one's ready for harvesting. These 2... we're not ready for harvesting, that's fine. But we're gonna try and get these energy crystals in because that is a great source of food for, and we don't have any yet. She's still working on the harvesting part. I think she might have failed to harvest the first bunch that I gave her, the first 5. And it looks like we got 10 out of that last one. So we've gained 10 and her farming skills should have at least increased, which would be good for us. We've discovered skin bark, that'll come in handy when we're building. Low food supply on 3 days, veggie armor research, scavenged, and insufficient material. We need more hay? Didn't see that coming. Okay. This will provide hay, so we're going to cut these. Cut, and then what's this? No, we're not going to dismantle that, but we do want to put it away. Remaining spare parts, we have 3. Low food supply, we might want to start cooking again, and Sora is cooking. Immediately as I said that, it was happening, so I'm not mad. It looks like we're working on this, we're getting efficient. That's great. Everybody's doing exactly what they need to be doing right now, I think. I think they are. And it's day 7 and no attack. What are the chances of that? Like, every time we played this before, on very hard mode, we were definitely attacked by now, so I don't know why that hasn't happened yet. We also haven't received a 4th person though, which they do tend to follow them in as well, and there's been no offer for a 4th person to join our party, so that could be a contributing factor. Hey sir, you're late. Hello Amanda Rain, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you were able to make it. We are playing Stranded Alien Dawn, very hard mode, the Guardians and Robots play mode, but we're doing it on random survivors, so that at least this time we came equipped with railgun snipers, and I think that's going to make all the difference. We haven't been tested yet, but we are set up for hopefully success. Our defensives looks meek, but our plan is strong. Our plan is to stand in the corridor here, force the attackers to have to come in from this direction or this direction, not be able to attack us from all four sides. And with this cover, hopefully deflect a couple of the shots fired while we shoot back. So that is the game plan. And the attack is imminent. We just don't know when. It's soon. It's coming. We know it's coming. We just don't know. We won't know until it's here. We won't know until it happens. What did we just gain? Okay, so sausage palms, heptagonia, these things, grain crop, that's all great. Not what I was looking for. I was looking for production. I really thought for sure we had researched. Oh, a new research is available, palm oil. We didn't research. Okay. Nobody's doing research. That's kind of an issue for us here. We need somebody on research. And I think that somebody needs to be Hope. So we're going to swap this. That's going to be her number 1. Observe is going to be a number 2. Oh, did you guys see that? There was like a light that flew across the screen. I thought for sure it was... It is! It's them! It's the search party. Alright, it is happening. Okay, okay, okay. This is it. This is it. Okay. So we're going to save it right here. And we're going to do our best to attack this effectively. So we're going to confirm this. We're going to save. And we're going to do this. This is the moment. We were like planning for it. We were waiting for it. We were expecting it. We're going to go on the offensive. And we're going to try to like snipe a few of them before they go into attack mode. And then we're going to retreat back to base and follow through with the plan. That is the goal. Okay, so the moon might have changed that. Probably day 6. Oh, day 9. Oh, you're right. Doing a different moon might have affected when the attack comes in. That's really smart. Good thinking. You're probably right about that. Bill and Amanda attacks are based on progression. Well, hopefully we've progressed far enough to survive this attack. And hey, Bill, by the way, yes, hello, and welcome to the stream. We are going to do this. All right, so first I need to round up my people, except for Hope, because Hope is, you know, she's not a fighter. She's a lover. So we're gonna stick her in here, like right here. We're gonna Sora sleeping, and you're sleeping. Where's Sam? Sam's scavenging. We're gonna draft you, and I'm gonna have you meet everybody right here. And you're gonna meet everybody right here, and let's get moving, ladies. So let's put everybody where I need them to be. All right, and then we're gonna go on the attack. Where's the search party? Okay, so we're going to have you shoot, and sure, you can shoot this guy. Let's see what happens now. Our ladies are moving in. Man, they're getting close too. It feels close. It's a little bit close, but the point is they're not ready to attack yet. Our folks are. Let's see what happens. And we can always retreat back to base. We have our safety net, you know? Search party of 10. Man, they're just all coming at once too. All right. We're gonna pull back. All right, we're not going to pull back Sora yet. We're going to pull back Hollett and Samantha. Sora's got one more shot to get off, I think. There it is. And now we're going to pull her back as well. We might have gotten rid of all the ranged... Well, there's one more with a bow here. So let's pause. Come back because they stopped. We have 2 more with bows. We're going to swing back over here and try this again. We might be able to get rid of them without having ever gone back to base at all. Maybe. Definitely. Okay, wow. That worked out great. Undraft everybody. Oh, the only problem is now we have all of these robots out here. It's going to be a pain. It's gonna be such a pain to come out here and like what's the word I'm looking for, to, you know, to scavenge them, but we're going to make all of this scavenging worth it. So let's start with, she's having to seek treatment. That's fine. She's consuming fuel. That's fine. When she's done, I'm going to have her scavenge all of these guys. And then, oh man, there's more up here too. We want her to scavenge these as well. All right, so let's keep an eye on Hope, and we're gonna go on 4-speed. Sora's gonna seek treatment, and one of these ladies should be healing her, ideally. And it looks like they're not, so we're gonna wake them up and make them do the healing. Oh, okay, she did. Sam woke up, she's doing the healing. That's great. So let's keep an eye on our Lady Hope here and make sure that she gets everything scavenged that we're out here to scavenge. Oh, look, we made money as well. That's so nice. She can't reach one of them. Why? Maybe we can bring Sora out here to scavenge the one that she couldn't. Let's see. How's Hope doing here? I mean, she's making quick work of all of them. Actually, we'll have her do that one next. And it looks like, okay, Sora's doing that. What is Hope doing? Transporting? And she's gonna scavenge. All right, so I think we're gonna get, hopefully we're gonna get all of our goods from them. I think that worked out so nicely, you guys. This plan worked. This strategy worked. It's amazing. That was like effortless. That felt so easy compared to the total team wipes that we had the last time we played this exact same setup. The only difference is we did random survivors this time. And that was like, that was it. That was like the hinge, you know? That's what we needed. And I'm seeing in the comments, Tiger Tabby, hello, welcome to the stream, saying good job, thank you so much. And the Imperials says we are monkeys, of course, of course. Spirit Art Life, hello, welcome to the stream. We are celebrating our victory over our first robot encounter, which is great. It worked out so smoothly, and that is still on very hard mode. I think that using the random survivors rule was fantastic. While it is a little bit of a roll of dice because you don't know what skills you're going to get, because you don't know what people you're going to get, the payoff was incredible. That was great. Body Shot says, well done. Thank you. Thank you. Good game. Good game. Says Amanda Rain. Thank you. 3-4 says, hell yeah, tech talks. Having superior technology is the way to go. Absolutely. That was just, whew. I feel on top of the world right now. Like, that went so good. I feel like we could just move mountains now. Like, building the rest of this base and thriving is going to be such a walk in the park because we have nailed it. That was the difference that we needed. And now they're going to just like transport all that stuff in. We're going to get all of that stuff put away here in our storage area. Hope is researching, which is beautiful. That's what we want, because now it's all about upgrading our technology and getting ourselves to that next level so that we can get down here to like delivery drones and service robots and surgical automation, all of these beautiful new technologies that we want to be able to use. We're going to be able to do that here in this gameplay. I am freaking pumped. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so happy with how that went because it was so difficult the last time we played this. And that made it seem like a breeze. That was like, honestly, that felt pretty effortless. Man, what a difference. We are monkeys. That's a nice little Jawa farm. Thanks. 3-4, and I read that part. Agreed. You also said you agree with having traps, though. You'd sacrifice 10% of scrap for life. Yeah, I will still end up laying some traps. I just don't know that I want to do it here because this isn't going to be our permanent settlement. Usually what I do once we move out of the like camp and into a base is I'll turn camp into like a little storage area. And then a base we'll probably finish scrapping this and then build our base out this way, like with our actual construction and our big house and everything. But man, what a game-changing move, and now we can focus on that quality of life stuff and worry a lot less about defense. We do still got to keep an eye on food though. I'm seeing low food supply again. We have discovered the mushroom, which is fantastic. We've discovered the synth plant, which is fantastic. We need more food. And what we're gonna do is increase our, so we have the limit reached for this. I'll increase that, but I don't think that's really what we need. What we need to do is harvest some buttermelon and some other things that I know we have available for harvest that we could be using. We just aren't. I don't like looking around in the dark in the rain. It becomes so much harder to find what you're looking for. Oh man. What about these? Are any of these ready for... Why are these just laying out here and nobody brought them in? Please haul in the energy crystals, thank you. Okay. Over here we have ourselves a ton of buttermelon. We're gonna harvest these. And when Paulette's done eating, I'm gonna set her straight to harvest on that so we can start creating some variety, some spice of life, you know, in our menu, and giving them some veggie soup and leaning off of the grain a little bit, because we would like to be able to use the grain for creating antibodies, and it takes a lot to ferment them into antibiotics. So we're going to, we've been leaning kind of hard on the grain porridge. I would like to lean on that a little less. So we're going to do a little bit of harvesting some other food sources and start working on, this guy's cute, we'll research him, and start working on using this grain stuff for our antibiotics once we have researched them, which is, we're really close to doing that. I think what we'll do when she's done transporting that is we'll set her up to finish the research. Sam was our crafter, or no, was, I think Paulette's our crafter. Paulette and Sam. Paulette's going to be doing harvesting for a while, so we're going to need to tame pretty soon, but we're going to have to research first before we can do that. What we can do in the meantime, select all this, mark it for use, and also find this. Why is this just on the ground like that? We're just not going to leave that out there. All that money? Definitely not. We're bringing that in. You also have the option in this play mode to research setting up a trading pod and then build it. And once you do that, you can start trading and buying resources you need instead of having to do all the research and study and develop and build it yourself and find all the you know, all the components. So once you get a trading pod in this play mode, you can start establishing trade and bringing in more materials that way, which is kind of nice. So the money that we just found, that we scavenged off of all of these baddies, will go to good use. That's kind of what I'm trying to say there. All right. So, going well. How's life down under, says Bill and Amanda to Body Shot. Body Shot, are you in trouble? Also, are you in Australia? I know a handful of folks here have already said that they're in the UK. We seem to have a predominantly UK audience at this time of day when it comes to streaming. I'm in Los Angeles, so I'm in the PST time zone, so it's early morning for me. And I think a lot of people in this time zone that I'm in are either still sleeping or maybe at church at this time of day on a Sunday. So I think I'm kind of reaching people from other parts of the globe when I decide to stream at this time of day, but that's totally cool. I appreciate you guys being here, and I love sharing my mornings with you, so it's really great. Triple D, you say baddies? Yeah, by baddies I meant like the mobs, the robots that we just slaughtered, you know. We did a great job, if I may say so myself. For you, it's Monday. Oh my goodness. You said the usual Monday, LOL. It's another day, another peanut. So you've got to be in Australia, right? Because if it's already Monday for you, you guys are the ones in the future. It's the future where you are. Nobody stole C-3PO. We still have hope, you know, safe and sound here at home, in camp, just like everybody else, doing research and disturbing everyone's sleep, like you do. So, but it's all good. This is good. We want this. This is what we want. This is where We have scavenged some pretty awesome content from those robots, those baddies, as I was saying. We've gained some pretty cool stuff out of this, which is pretty cool. And 6 new silica energy gels, which is nice, but also what I thought was really cool was the fact that we have gained an AI core, and I think that's going to go really nicely toward building our, what do you call them, service robots? Service robots, I think, are the ones that use those. Yeah, AI cores, there we go. So very, very much going to be useful. What about the drones? The drones don't use them. So CPU cores and electronics for drones. That's good to know. Nice. This is going super. I am very happy with this. Electric grids is up next. We're going to do that. And have we even, hang on a minute. Did we do, wow, I'm really like just handling this all wrong, aren't I? Let's do construction basics. We need that. Electric grids. And if we start pickling, we'll be able to harvest the, actually, I don't think that's super important because we're not, the seasons here aren't so severe, at least not so far that I've noticed, that I don't think that that's going to be our most important thing right now. So let's focus on these. This can be our queue for now. And she can chop sticks, I guess. That'll be something different for her to do. She is waking everybody up. They're not loving that. Are they well rested enough where they could get up and just start working? They are. So let's ask them to do that. And I don't know. She can do something. Everybody else is awake. She can be awake. I probably should have, now that I think about it, I should probably have her harvest. And she can, oh, she has the insufficient skill level. Okay. Well, I'll have her do the crafting, and then Sora can do the researching. And now everybody has a job to do. There we go. And I'm going to put this back on 2-speed. And hopefully we're not going to see everything rot away faster than we can make it. We have gained the oil press and the ability to make ourselves some, what do you call it? Some barrels for fermenting. And we'll pick up this and we'll drop an oil press in here as well. So we'll construct those, and we're already increasing our capabilities just by adding that, which is going to be really nice. Especially with all this grain that we're harvesting, we're going to need somewhere for it to go before it rots on the shelf, so that'll be good for us too. All right, so everybody's at 2-speed. 17 emergency rations. I think we have plenty of food sources for her. I'm going to put it on 3-speed and let them just kind of like do their thing. And we're going to also set these mushrooms to harvest and see what that benefits us. Bye, Trouble. Thank you for coming to the stream. I just saw that you were heading out, but it's so good to have you here, and I appreciate you joining us. And Body Shot says, see you later. Bill and Amanda says, bye. Everybody says, bye, Trouble. Bye. And Tabby says, Tiger Tabby says, the force field gates are the best to use in the game. You are going to have to use electric poles to activate them. I really would love for you to explain to me like what makes them the best, because I had asked this question in a previous video I had done, one of my actual videos, not streams, where I had gone through all the trouble to get all the research, research, and electric grid set up to build the electric fence. And then the electric fence itself had like a, what do you call it? Like a integrity of about 50. And the pole fence is an integrity of about 50. And the stone fence is an integrity of about 60. Well, it is 60, which to me makes this seem like it's way more, the integrity of these are way stronger than the electric fence. I wasn't quite sure what the value of the electric fence was. So if you can explain to me like what the nuance is there that I'm missing, that'd be really great. I would love to know. And I appreciate you dropping that information in the chat. They can't get through them. Who can't? Who can't get through the electric? The robots? The robots cannot go through the electric fences and they can't destroy them. Because I know that the animals definitely could. That's why I felt like I had really shot myself in the foot building them in the past. When like the Junos and the spike-tailed insects come charging at your fences and they don't hold them back. But maybe the robots. Yeah, the robots can't get through. Okay, so that's what you meant by that. They must have known they were going to roll this out when they gave us those fences then. Because the fences definitely came first and then the robots, but they must have known. That is probably what they developed them for in the first place, which I was wondering. I was like, what is the value of these? Because before it didn't seem like they had a value, but now they do. Thank you for letting me know that, because I was wondering. I was very curious. Trouble is from New Zealand. I just now spotted that. So we have some New Zealanders here. And yeah, 3-4 says that the electric fence is rolled out with a military update. So that makes sense. Bill and Amanda are in Alabama. Hello, fellow Americans. Nice to see you, and thank you for joining me here on stream. You are not on the West Coast. You're not on the East Coast. You're kind of in the middle of America. I don't know what time zone that is, but thank you for being here. And I'm just scrolling. I'm scrolling. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. You always forget about the dateline. You'd think I'd remember since I used to live on the other side. You mean the time zones? Dateline? Is that the same thing? Is that another word for time zone? All right, so we have this going in 3-speed. We have plenty of our manure rotting away. We really need to get down that tame and train. Wait, did we? Research tame and train. We did. Oh my goodness. Why are we wasting time? We need to be observing and researching these bad boys. Who do I have available to do it? You are. You're going to do this. You're going to observe this guy for us. And we're going to tame these guys and create our own little herd. So we've discovered the Noth, which is great. What do we need to tame them? Buttermelon, and I think we have some. We do. We have a lot. All right, so we need to mark this guy for taming. No survivor has the skill level. All right, what is our skill level for farming here? A level 2. We need her doing more with farming. We just need more farming from her. So let's try and get this thing moving. We gotta level her up. That's what we need. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on leveling Paulette's farming skill up so that we can start taking advantage of the tame and train. The what do they consider that other skill? The ranching skill. So we need to take advantage of some of these things. She's mining. I don't know that we still need to be mining, and she's scavenging. I'm gonna have her haul these in, and then she can go back to researching as her number 1. But I'm just giving her like a little mix of activities to do because she doesn't want to research all the time, or she can have a meltdown. So that should increase happiness. It's not looking increased, but in theory it should. All right, people are not happy because they're getting wet. I feel like that's pretty understandable. We don't have the resources to fertilize. I don't know. She's going in to eat. That's fine. That's fine. What we need to do is mark more of this for use. And also, where is this and why is it just on the ground? We're gonna have her haul that in. I will say that the last time we played this, we got annihilated twice, full party wipe, but we also had a new member join our camp both times and really quickly, like in the first week, and we're like into week 2 now and we haven't had anybody join. So I don't know what it is that like generates or instigates that kind of a response in game, but we haven't had it yet. Bill and Amanda says Dateline is the imaginary line where today becomes tomorrow. Oh, okay. So that's why Trouble's in the future and we're in the past. And you used to live on a little Pacific island called Samoa that was just on the Dateline. That's really cool. I think it is kind of fun that some people are technically living in the future at the same time that we're living today. It's just interesting how that works. At a certain point, so like it is, what time is it for me? It is 10:48 for me, a.m. And for East Coasters, it is 1:48 p.m. So at 1 a.m. for people on the East Coast, it is Monday for them, and it is still like 10 p.m. for me on a Sunday. So I feel like the dateline moves as each day turns over, and like some people are going to be in the future while some of us are still in the past. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's kind of fun how we have this kind of, I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't have words for it. We do have a toxic ash storm though, and Hope has reached intellect 3, so that's good. And we've mastered construction basics, which I felt like, you know, finally, we really needed to do that. So Sora is constantly trying to mine, which I would rather she wasn't, but I can't seem to get her to do anything else. So we're gonna have her refuel. Samantha's gonna scavenge. Why not this one? Because we gotta learn salvaging. Okay. It's next on our list after electric grids, so that's good. Silicone energy cells. Let's do that. Let's do stimulants. Let's do pickling. Oh wait, we can do refrigeration now? Let's do refrigeration. Probably need flare shielding and probably need one of these two things. Or a diesel generator. We could try that. Actually, this first, then that. This, then that, this, then that, this, then that. Search party landed. Oh my gosh. I was just leaving them in 3-speed, letting whatever happen, happen. But we just got our electric grid research out of the way. We're gonna pause, because, oh my goodness. We got some baddies here, and I was just leaving in 3-speed, so I don't know how long they've been there. What I do need is all my folks. She's gonna draft and just chill in here. Where is she? We're gonna draft her. Samantha, we're gonna draft her and bring her here. Sora, I'm gonna draft you. Sure, bring you here. I need all 3 ladies. There they are. And I've got all 3 ladies now. We're gonna come over here and attack this guy. Let's do that. Let's focus fire. And I need to see them so I can know how close they are. Are they going to be able to do all of this without even backing up? Is that too much to assume? Wow. Was this not the move of the century, honestly? Like, this just changed the entire gameplay, and we're still playing on very hard mode, but that just got so much easier. We're gonna scavenge all of these baddies. And we're gonna have, who is it that's our scavenger? Because I keep forgetting. I think it's Sora. It's Samantha. We're gonna have Samantha come out here and scavenge these guys. And hopefully she'll get all of them. You're getting an attack. Yeah, I know. And I was just like letting it fast forward straight to it. But luckily we got there first, which is good. Got him, coach, says Tiger Tabby. Yeah, for real. We didn't even have to back up once. We just kept shooting from where we started, and it was a team wipe on their end. Not our team. Our team did not get wiped. Their team got wiped. That is 2. We are 2 for 2. I feel great. This looks great. We are going to do an amazing job with this run. And I'm going to put it back in 3-speed because why not? They're just killing it. They're doing great. So we're just going to put this on fast forward. We've gained a new weapon, a laser sword. That's awesome. I don't know who to give it to, but we'll figure it out. She's in moderate pain because she's out here scavenging in the toxic ash storm. But I think these things kind of like degrade pretty quickly. So if we don't do it fast, it won't get done at all. Wait a minute. Why are 2 of these people still... I guess we could have her start hauling some of this stuff in. We want to make sure that we pick up everything that we just gained, so... we just went somewhere. Is everybody transporting? Okay, good. Everybody's on the transport train. We're all picking up our spoils here, which is good. That's something we want to be doing. I want to see all this stuff get picked up and not be here anymore. That is the plan. You used to live on a little Pacific. Oh, I read that part already. Yeah, that's right. And Bill and Amanda say you're on the Gulf Coast of America. Okay, Central Time. Central Time. All right, Central Time is... So it's... I think if East Coast Time is 3 hours behind me, then Central Time is 2? I think. I think that's the difference. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up, but I think that's probably close to accurate, if not totally accurate. Dateline is the imaginary line where today becomes tomorrow. So yeah, you said that, and I think that you did mean that. It moves with you. Or it moves with midnight, I guess. It would move with midnight. All right, so they picked up everything. The list has completely cleared itself. None of the spoils are over here anymore, so I don't have to keep that selected. Everybody is probably suffering, though, from this toxic ash storm. It might be a good idea to put them all to sleep since they're all not rested. I'm gonna put them all to bed. Yeah, that's the best place for them to be during a toxic ash storm anyway. And I'm not gonna worry about that quite yet. That's great that we scavenged all that stuff. We've researched electric grids, but we have nowhere to put one yet, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And we're gonna let Hope do her thing, which is apparently just chill. So I'm gonna have her haul some of this stuff in. And I suppose we could select some more of this stuff for you since the rest rotted away. I think for the next upgrade that Hope gets, I might give her crafting so that we can have somebody spending a little bit more time. And there it is. Hope is improving. What do we want her doing? I think crafting, tailoring, and assembling might be good because then we could have somebody on the crafting bench. She'd rotate, you know, crafting and research. And this way, she doesn't have the skill level for that. Okay, what do we need? We need to add bandages, first of all. We should always have bandages. And what else? Bombs? We should also always have bombs. So let's make sure that we have this option to craft these things. And she has enough skill level to craft bandages to start off with. So that's what we're going to have her do. And she's going to use that to build up that skill. And it looks like the other 3 leaders are back to sleep. Hope is bored, so we'll have her haul in some grain. Since she doesn't sleep yet, that's a little ways ahead. She has to gain a little bit more sentience before sleep becomes a thing for her. And we're officially out of storage space, at least for this stone. And I think for the hay as well, that just has been left out here for eons. Maybe what we need to do at this point is create another one of these. And we're going to need to put some more of this kind of storage back here. So that's what we're going to do. And that should help out with our whole not having or having insufficient storage issue for all of that stone and stuff. Paulette is sick. Why is she not getting... She has gut worms? She's not getting healed because we don't have... Oh boy. We don't have antibiotics, even though we did the research for them. So let's queue these up. Paulette is getting that for fueling, scavenging, constructing. I'm going to have her give up scavenging to come in and fuel ferment some antibiotics for us. Alright. And then hopefully we can get rid of the gut worms for Paulette, because that sounds disgusting. And I would not want that personally. I'm sure she does not want that either. So that's, you know. We're also going to extract some of this stuff. Why not? Let's have her extract some oil from the grain, since we have enough grain to last us for quite a while. And honestly, it's probably going to go bad if we don't use it. So let's use it. Still soaking wet, but nobody's getting struck by lightning. I consider that a positive. You know, you gotta look on the bright side. And we could probably start planting some more stuff at this point. Let's look at our ranching options here. We planted these. We have not planted these. We could, but we also have, I think, like quite a stockpile somewhere. Maybe not. Why not? Let's just plant it. Let's just plant it. We'll go here. We'll plant those there. And ranching, we could start looking at ranching and what that's going to look like for us. We're going to want one of these. We're going to want somewhere to put it. Here's fine. We'll put it there, which means we're going to want to move this. All right, so we're starting to see how this is going to shape up, I think. But also, make sure to tell them not to eat the vegetable oil. Good call. Good call. Very good call. Okay, let's go in here. Oils and fats, do not just eat that, please. That's not something for you to just eat raw. In fact, let's also try not to eat these raw if we don't have to. These you can eat raw. I'm fine with that. But we want to use the rest of this stuff for cooking. And we're going to copy those restrictions and just paste them over and paste them over again. Beautiful. Thank you for that suggestion. That was a good suggestion. We're going to have her craft some more bandages again. I just poked myself in the eye. That didn't feel great. Do you have the mask unlocked? It should help with the toxic ash. I do not. We still have to. I think that's, if we go into here and we do toolsmithing, I think that might unlock the mask. We have earplugs, good luck charms, harvesting tools, syrup kits. No, okay. What about, we don't have the umbrellas, and we don't have the respirator mask or the night goggles. So all of these are grayed out still. We don't have all the material to craft that yet. So sleeping through it is sort of like the default when we don't have the respirators, and we don't, not yet. But I feel like we're making good headway. This is good. We're doing good. We made good headway. We got through 2 attacks effortlessly. Nobody really got hurt. We're in a really good place. And Bill and Amanda says, yes, plus 2 hours ahead of you, and it's almost 1 p.m. there. And it probably is 1 p.m. exactly right now, because it is 11 p.m. exactly right now for me, which is my 2-hour stream time. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I consider this beautiful. This is wonderful. What I might do is continue playing this off stream during the week. And then when we come back on stream, hopefully I'll have a beautiful metropolis kind of started, and we can sort of like time skip ahead during the stream to get to all of that cool new stuff, the drones and the service robots and the medical bay machines and all of that fun, all those fun things, so that we can really be living in like the future in an advanced society, and then try to survive what kind of mobs they scale up to hit us then. Hopefully that sounds good to you guys, because that is my current goal, my plan, and I look forward to seeing you all there. And thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for joining me this Sunday or Monday, if it's Monday for you, on stream. And I hope you had fun watching the gameplay and checking out how well the new strategy worked. And it worked great. Really happy about that. I'll see you guys again soon. And until then, have a great rest of your week. And I look forward to talking to you soon. And that's everything. Bye.